Thor's fight with Hrungnir the giant. One day, when Odin was riding abroad on Sleipnir, he passed by Jotunheim. There he met Hrungnir, one of the giants. Hrungnir said, "Who are you, and where did you get that fine horse?" Odin replied, "I will wager my head that there is not so good a horse in Jotunheim." Hrungnir answered angrily that his horse Goldmane could take longer strides. Then Odin challenged Hrungnir to a race. In a short time, Goldmane was brought and the race began. Sleipnir was always ahead. Hrungnir thought of nothing but overtaking him. Before he knew it, he had followed Odin into Asgard. The gods were feasting, and they invited the giant to eat with them. Thor's drinking horn was brought, and Hrungnir emptied it at a draught. By and by he began to boast of his strength. "I will tear down Asgard, kill the gods, and carry off Freya," he cried, crashing Thor's drinking horn down upon the table. But the sound made by the drinking horn called Thor, who was far away. Soon a muttering of distant thunder was heard. Flashes of fire streamed through the air, and there was Thor with his hammer in his hand. "Why is this giant allowed to feast with the gods?" Thor demanded. "He should never have been allowed to enter Asgard." With that, he made ready to strike. But Hrungnir cried, "You are a coward if you kill me unarmed. Come to the borders of my country. There I will meet you with my shield and flint stone." So a day was appointed, and Hrungnir went back to Jotunheim. There he made a huge clay giant, 9 miles high and 3 miles wide across the shoulders. He put a horse's heart into the giant, because that was the largest heart he could find. On the appointed day, Thor appeared in his chariot, fire flashing from his eyes, mountains tumbling down as he passed, and hurling his hammer before him. His servant, Beowulf, the swift runner, went before and told Hrungnir that Thor could attack him from under the ground as well as the air. So Hrungnir put his shield under his feet. As Thor approached, so frightened was the clay giant that his horse's heart fluttered within him, and sweat flowed off of him in streams. Hrungnir hurled his flint stone, and Thor his hammer at the same moment. They met in the air, and the stone was broken into 2 pieces. One piece fell to the earth and became a mountain. The other struck Thor in the head, and he fell upon the ground. The hammer struck Hrungnir, and he fell dead, with his foot on Thor's neck. Thor could not remove the giant's foot. All of the gods tried, but none of them could lift it. But then Thor's son, a baby 3 days old, came and lifted the foot with one hand and said, "Sorry that I did not meet the giant, because I could have killed him with my fist.